Boom shakalaka, what is going on everybody? Randall here from Crypto Love, and today I'm going to show you real briefly how to profit from Fibonacci retracements. Alright, now this is a tool, you might have seen it. It looks like this. I use it all the time when I'm talking about what's going on with Bitcoin, and as you can see, I mean, there are lines here, there are colors, you see stuff bouncing off these lines, but why does it work? What's going on with that? We're going to get into that. Before we do, guys, just want to say thank you to everyone subscribing, thank you to everyone nuking the shit out of the like button, and if you want to win one of these shirts, make sure you comment on this video and every other video to enter for your chance to win. So, the Fibonacci retracements come from the Fibonacci sequence, which is a mathematical sequence of numbers that comes from everything in nature. Now, we take a look at things in nature, and they look like these seashells, like sunflowers, like ferns unraveling, like DNA, like galaxies, all this different stuff, tornadoes, and they all use this Fibonacci sequence. Well, you're saying, well, what is that Fibonacci sequence? Basically, it looks like this. It is an additive sequence, starting with 1, where if you do 1 plus 1, that equals 2. 1 plus 2, that equals 3. 2 plus 3, that equals 5. 3 plus 5, that equals 8, and so on and so forth. I'm sure you can do the math yourself. But where it gets interesting is when you start dividing them, all right? So past the ones, you start with 2 and 3. You divide 2 by 3, you get 0.66. You divide 3 by 5, you get 0.6, which is pretty close to 0.66. You divide 5 by 8, you get 0.625, which is kind of close. And 0.615 when you divide 8 by 13. And really what you're getting there are closer and closer to this number here, 0.618, one of these Fibonacci lines, all right? Now, let's play around with the numbers some more, okay? When we take 2, we skip 3, divide by 5, we get 0.4. And then 3, skip 5, divide by 8, and we get 0.375. And then 0.384, 0.38. You can see that math stuff there. But we get closer and closer to this Fibonacci retracement here, the 0.382, if you can see that behind the number. So those two retracements are the most popular Fibonacci retracements out there. We have the 0.618 and the 0.382. But here's some crazy things, all right? So if you multiply 1 times 0.618, 1.618 times 0.618, you get 1, all right? And then also with division, you can do some cool funky stuff like that. So Fibonacci was this Italian mathematician, wasn't a mathematician from Pisa, and he just had fun with these numbers because he saw them turning up all over the place in nature. Well, it turns out markets are no different than nature. The markets actually just respond rationally. It's us humans who are irrational. So I'm going to show you now how to use this Fibonacci sequence to help you out with whatever it is you're doing. All right. So first thing we can do is show you how to use a Fibonacci retracement. So this is the Bitcoin dollar on Bitfinex, the daily candles. And what you do is go on the sidebar over here. You click this thing, and kind of looks like a weird fork. And if you hold that, you can go down here to Fibonacci retracement. All right, that's the one you want. You select that. Then what you have there is a whole bunch of lines. And how you use it is you go from the very top, you click, you drag, all the way down to the very bottom. And you can use the wicks on here because, you know, there really are no opens and closes in crypto. But if we do that, if we extend it, all right, we see that the markets are actually bouncing off of these Fibonacci lines, okay? A lot of attention gets paid to the Fibonacci lines on these markets. Now, how do we use this? Well, when we drag from the top to the bottom, we can expect the retracement to hit one of these Fibonacci lines. The ones that I said were most important were the 38.2 to 61.8. Now, how do you use this? Well, when you see a market reversal going on, sometimes the MACD, so if you check out that MACD video I made the other day, can be very helpful for figuring out when we have market reversals. You can see that, hey, we're changing trends. I kind of have a good idea of where the top is, kind of have a good idea of where the bottom is. Maybe I can see where it's going to run up to before it reaches some real significant resistance. So therefore, if you catch it down here, you know, you're able to invest, and then you can sell a little bit at different areas to make a profit. You could sell some here. You could sell some here. Whoops. You could sell some even on some other lines, or you could even sell some in between, all right? So that way you're cashing out of your position, and that's really going to help you out quite a bit because you're not going to just buy and hold and just lose all your money when it all goes back to zero. So that's a great way to be able to use a Fibonacci retracement to actually buy and make a profit. So once you start seeing that things are moving up, you know where they're going to hit resistance. You might go a little bit below the resistance, be a little bit less greedy than other people. So instead of being right on the Fibonacci line, like right at 11,229, you might be at 1100, or even below a big even. You might be at 10,969. I don't know, 69. That number came out of nowhere, but that might be where you're going to pick. So that's how you use it on the way down. You can similarly use this on the way up to help figure out where you might find support when markets turn downwards. So I'll show you how to do that here. We're going to just delete this one. We'll choose another Fibonacci retracement, and then, okay, we're going to go from the bottom all the way up to the top. And when we do that, take a look at this. We have the bottom to the top now, or I'm not going to zoom in that way, I'll zoom in this way. Boom. Now, when it turns around and changes direction, we'll know where we'll find support, and if we're going to find support, and it may bounce back. So that helps you with your trades, with kind of figuring out where you could potentially buy back in if the market's going to turn around. So those are a couple easy ways that I use a Fibonacci retracement. So, I mean, it's absolutely incredible how well this works with markets. So that was what was going on previously. Let's take a look at what's going on right now. And actually, we just had the market break through a Fibonacci retracement, which was pretty good, which shows us that there is some strength occurring in the markets right now. So again, we go from top to bottom. All right, and I use the I'm going to use the wicks in here as well. And if we do that, we see this 38.2 line. This is where we would have the most, generally, the most resistance or support with Fibonacci sequence, the 38.2 to 61.8. Well, we broke through there earlier in the week. We've been hovering between there, and then we just broke through the 0.5. So we're sitting right above the 0.5, but as you can see, it's starting to come back. We may find a little bit of resting right on that 0.5. So that's kind of how you can use a Fibonacci retracement to help figure out what to do with your trades, how to use them. Now, guys, I should have said it in the beginning. I just remember now. I am not an expert. I am not telling you what to do with your money. But if you do want to get more into trading, if you are looking for someone who can tell you what to do with your money, check out Signal Profits. This is my buddy Jake over at I Love Crypto. He's been the #1 trader on TradingView, doing an awesome job, giving you daily trading signals. There is a link down in the description. It's an affiliate link. If you use that, you can get, #1, I make something off of it, so it is an affiliate link. But for $7, you get 2 weeks of access to Signal Profits. It's pretty good. He's been 22 for 22 recently. Also, I mean, on most trades, you're making between 10 and 60% or getting stopped at a 6% stop loss. So pretty badass trades. I've been having fun with it. Try it out for yourself. Other than that, thanks for watching. Hope you learned something about the Fibonacci retracement. It is one of my favorite tools aside from the MACD, aside from just using trend lines, things like that. So hope you enjoyed that. I will catch you guys later. Love you very much. Peace.